Hello, welcome to Crafting with the Crafty Chick. We are ready to do our next project, but I wanted to send my apologies for the last project we did. I forgot to have my notes out, which basically tells you the dimensions of our layers and then the completed size of our project. So I apologize for that. I wanted to bring that in so you guys could have a sneak peek of that really quick. And then the next project we're going to do is for Valentine's Day. So, it's been a long time since I've passed out or done Valentine stuff. So this was kind of fun to do a Valentine's project. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this away now. And that is from this project that we did. Okay. And so the Valentine's project we're going to do today is this one. And I think a couple of months ago or a month ago in the videos I said save your dimensional packaging, the bag that our dimensionals come in. So it's just this cellophane bag. I said save these because I have an idea to show you guys for how to repurpose your cellophane bag from your Stampin' Dimensionals. And that's what we have done here today. So I call this the Love You Lots Valentine Treat. And so the cellophane bag is from our dimensional packaging, and then our real red layer I've done is 4.5 by 4.5. So basically the completed size of this project is 4.5 by 4.5. And that comes into play because it gives you an idea of what you can put in here as far as candy or cookies or whatever you want to put in here, or even a card if you wanted to make a smaller card to slide in. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go through the things that I used to make this before we actually get started on making our project. Alright, so you will need dimensionals, and you will need not your glue, but if you have some kind of a high tack adhesive, a runner or something, because we'll need that to attach our stitch frames onto our cellophane bag. Glue, I don't know how well that would hold or how long that would take to dry. I've never tried that. Okay, so I'm going to pull these away and I'll pull them back in at the end of the video. So, but these are the set that I am using. And so the Heartfelt, which is in our annual catalog, is what I use, the Love You Lot, and then Love and From My Heart to Yours, which is on the back of our cellophane bag. Something like this, I like to decorate the back side. And so the From My Heart to Yours, and then the Love, and you can write your name. That is from this Heartfelt Stamp Set. And that is on in our annual catalog. Let's see here. Nope, not that one. It's on page 75 in our annual catalog, and it's the Heartfelt Stamp Set. It's really cute. This was in last year's, one of the last year's catalogs. I don't remember which one, and it carried over into our annual catalog. So I was happy about that. And it has a coordinating punch pack that goes with it, which has two different punches that punches out this scallop and then this size heart too. So really, really fun. Okay, and then the other set that I have used was not a stamp set. It coordinates with the stamp set. It's part of a bundle, but I just have the dies, and it is called Meant to Be. Go here, and that's on page 69. This stamp set has dies that coordinate with that, and the dies are on page 182. And they're called Stitched Be Mine. So it's these dies here, and I use these for our project. And I have those here I will show you. And then for our scallop stitched frame, I love these. I've used these so much. Definitely, if you love the stitch look and the scallop look, you have to have these frames. They have several different sizes. I'm going to show you those in a moment. And those are from the So Sentimental bundle. And that one is on page 74 in the catalog, and here is the stamp set that coordinates with it, and then you can get just the dies. And the dies I will show you is on page 179. and it's called Stitch So Sweetly. And these are the dies that coordinate with that stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to show you really quick. So we're going to do the Be Mine stitch framelits first. And so these are still current in our current annual catalog, and so these are the ones that we used. And I'm going to tell you really quick, on our other Valentine project, I used this die, which die cuts a bunch of these little hearts out. Great for like shaker cards, or if you just want to have a background of heart die cut, this is a perfect thing for that. So on this project though, keeping up with this stitched look from our frames, some of the hearts have stitching, and I wanted to incorporate those as well. And so we have our heart up here, and in these hearts they all have the stitching, and then the scallop one is this one that also has that scallop and the stitching on there, and that is from this one. And the nice thing with these is that with this one, it die cuts this piece out as well. And these are a different shape heart. And then, so like this one is die cut here, which also die cuts that middle heart out. And then we have our little heart here that's from these corners. Okay, and that's from that stamp set, or from that bundle. And then, really quick, so you guys know me, I like to keep my bundles together, my dies with the stamp sets that they go with. I'm really struggling with the idea to better coordinate my stamping stuff. I'm trying to decide if I want to separate all my dies and have all of my stamp sets on my bookshelf and have my dies in one of my baskets. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Okay, and then we have our stitched frames, and that is, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes. And so the ones that we use, so how I do it when I'm trying to explain to somebody is I would say you need the second one from the outside. So you have the first one on the outside, and so you go the second one in, and then the third one in. So the second and third dies in are the ones that I use for our frames today. Okay. Love, love, love these. I've used them a lot. And this one, the smallest one, is great for like a tag size too. Okay, so now that is everything we use, and Wink of Stella. If you guys have not used Wink of Stella, it's just a really nice shimmer if you want to make something sparkle without the full-on in your face sparkly, you know, like some of the glues or even stickles, or there's another company, I can't think of it now, what they're called. But I really love the Wink of Stella. I go through that a lot as well. And the last month and a half it was Stampin' Up! Didn't have it in stock. It was on back order. And then a few other places where you can get it, they couldn't get it in stock either. But there's a really nice store up north of me that carries these, and I called them and said, do you guys have any of this? And they said, yeah. And I said, okay, I'm on my way. They could not get them anywhere, so that was nice to have that resource. Okay, so Wink of Stella. And so Wink of Stella, I don't know if my camera will pick it up here, I did Wink of Stella all of the heart, and then on the scallop I did around the outer edge of the scallop on the little heart. And then the same on this scallop piece, just to give that little bit of a sparkle. Okay, and now we are ready to get some crafting done. So I'm going to bring in my pieces here. I'm going to show you how this gets done. Also, here's the other thing. If you don't have dimensional packaging, you could totally use your cellophane bag from your kit pieces, your die cut pieces. And these are also the same bags that I use to put my cards in. So whenever I make a card that is my idea, a Crafty Chick original, I always put it in one of these bags, and on the back I have my note of all of my measurements, what stamp sets I use, what color ink I use, all of that. And this goes into a box that I call my master card box. And so all of my original designs go into that box. And every now and then, if I need some inspiration, or I want to make 10 of these cards, then I can pull it out, turn it over. All of my information is there. I can get all of my materials together. I have my idea, and it's just easy to mass produce. Or if I just need some inspiration, or what color combinations I really love, this Night of Navy and Rococo Rose together. So just something that I do, and I use these bags for those. So you can use this if you didn't have dimensional packaging. This is a little bit bigger, so this is 4.5 by 4.5. And so this bag goes about 4 3/4 by, let's see, 6 inches. So this is a little bit bigger, but you could use this too if you wanted. And then you have your piece in here. You will have a little bit of a gap, which is okay. So, and you can totally fill this in and decorate it, or you can pull in your bag lower to seal it. You totally have that as an option as well. Okay, so this part is really easy. So we're going to set that off to the side for just a moment. And we're going to go ahead and start assembling all of our pieces. So I'm going to bring in our mono glue. I'm going to go ahead and attach my Whisper White frame to my Blushing Bride frame. And go ahead and secure that down. And you will also need dimensionals for this project. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. Okay, so now I'm going to come in. So I don't have any more of my extra dimensional packaging, so I'm going to go ahead and use this bag. And so you want to go ahead and put your real red piece, and I'm going to bring this down lower to seal. Now that will affect how you do your placement of your heart. It won't really work on this because you're covering up your seal piece. So I think I'm going to go ahead and undo that. Okay. And so you want to make sure you have your front and your back. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and, oh yeah, and I do have a trick to show you guys for attaching these two pieces together. And you think, well, how am I going to attach those? Really cool trick coming your way. Okay, we need mini dimensionals for that one. And then I need my high-tack adhesive. Alright. This is Fast Fuse from Stampin' Up. This is my last refill. They did away with this product. We no longer have this product, but they had refills that we could buy, and so I bought a bunch of them up because I really, really like this adhesive. When it first came out, I hated it because I couldn't get it to stop because you have to run it along and then check mark it to break that adhesion off of your project. And so it really took some getting used to, and when we found out it was going away, so many people complained, demonstrators, customers. Don't know why they did away with it, but yeah, so this is my last refill. And this is a very, very high-tack adhesive. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attach, make sure I have my back side here. I'm going to attach my frames. And so you just kind of want to keep it in the center and try to have even spacing on both sides of your project. That makes it easier for you to eyeball and assemble the rest of your project. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to take my grid paper away, because having the black background, you guys are able to see what I'm doing a little bit easier. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take these two pieces, and you want to have your Wink of Stella side facing down. And so you want to kind of get those nestled in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in with our mini dimensionals, and what you're doing is to secure these two pieces together, you're taking the dimensional and covering both pieces so that they actually stay together. And so I just put several of these all the way around. There's no way would you want to try to glue that together. So this is a super quick, easy way to keep them attached. Now I'm going to come in and do one more on that side. Okay, and so now they're together. So I'm going to go ahead and peel off the dimensional backings, and we're going to go ahead and attach this to the front of our project, because it makes it a lot easier to line up where those other hearts go. Okay, let's bring our project in here. And so I kind of did mine at an angle because I have my other heart that I want to come in at an angle as well. Okay, that looks good. When you have it right where you want it, go ahead and attach that down. And then we need, where's my regular dimensionals? And then we have our other 3 hearts here. We're going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the backs of those. So what I like to do with my red heart is put a small dimensional on both the top and the bottom, and then come in with a big dimensional across the bottom. You don't have to do that. You can use just one big one or all 3 of the mini, whatever you want to do. And then on the heart, because we're going to have part of this flush with our big red heart, you want to have dimensionals only on one side, otherwise it'll all be popped. Unless you want that look, go for it. I'm going to use the mini dimensionals for that. And then our pink heart the same way. So it's going to be flushed with this one, so I only need to put dimensionals on one side. Okay, and that takes care of that. We're going to go ahead and start with our white one first. And peel the dimensional backings away. And you could tuck in a little glue or put a little glue on that side if you wanted to. You don't have to, but you could. Hold that there. And peel our dimensional backings off of our pink one. And this pink again is Blushing Bride. Really pretty soft pink color. So you can come in and just put a little dab of glue on this end. You want to be careful not to cover up your sentiment. Okay, and then peel the backings off of this red one, and the red one is all sparkles with the Wink of Stella. Come in with that on the corner, and so there is the front of our Valentine treat. Okay, I'm going to come in on the back side. So again, these two pieces are separate. So we're going to do the same thing like we did with our red one on the front, is we're going to secure this with dimensionals. And this one, because it's a nice big heart, before you attach this, actually, sorry, that reminds me, I did not pop this at all. Okay, sorry, no dimensionals. I recommend before you actually attach this to your project is if you're going to write your name, go ahead and do that before you attach this. Okay, and I'm going to have to bring in my grid paper back because I don't want to get glue on my mat. So you could, now this is what I did. I also have a silicone sheet with Stampin' Up! Fairies, which is great if you want to protect your area from glue or adhesive. So this is a silicone craft sheet that Stampin' Up! Has. This is in our annual catalog. And it's great for when you're doing things like this with adhesive or with glue, because then it's not getting on your project, and then it washes off of this really nicely. I mean, it's pretty durable. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put adhesive all the way around my scallop heart and my big heart before I can attach it to my project. And I'm not worried about getting adhesive on this sheet because that's what it's for. And if you have, you could use, Stampin' Up! Has tear and tape, but there's also other companies that make kind of the same thing that's a lot smaller, like an 1/8 inch diameter. That would be something you could use on this project too. If you didn't want to mess with trying to do it the way that I'm doing it. It's pretty quick. It doesn't take that long. Just trying to get that adhesive on there. Okay, almost done. See, pretty quick. And then my area is protected. So I'm going to come in now and, so remember I showed you guys your grid paper. So I'm just lining this up at the 0 mark. If you look up top, it says 0, and then down here, the 8. So I'm just trying to line that up with that. And you want to keep this, just kind of center it. So I'm following the line of where to line up this part of my heart. There we go. And go ahead and secure that down. And I'm not going to sign this yet because I don't know who I'm going to give it to yet. I think my IT guy is very deserving of maybe a treat, some chocolate. What do you guys think? All right. And so then I'm going to, so high tack adhesive, I'm going to go ahead and just center that in and secure that down. Voila, done. Pretty quick and easy. Okay, and then something else I want to show you guys. So now you have your Valentine. So my favorite candy is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. My absolute favorite. And when I was pregnant for Samantha, I was working for a company in Wyoming at the time. And when I was pregnant with Samantha, I could not get enough of these. Every other day, I would have a stash in my drawer. And some of the ladies I worked with, they could tell when I have one in my mouth because they said, "Oh yeah, Jen's having her Reese's treat." And so when I went to the store the other day, I found these and I thought, oh, this is a king size minis. And I love the minis. They're bite size. You just pop them. Very dangerous package to have because, well, I could probably eat this in one sitting. Don't judge me. Okay, so I got this in hopes that I could fold in the side and just tuck that right in. It would fit. It does fit. The problem is it has so much air in it that it really made my package bulge a lot. So I'm wondering, and you can put any kind of candy in here. It's been very hard not to have had opened this yet, you guys. I might have to do that today. So then, yeah, I don't think this is going to work either. It's too bulky. So maybe something small like a mini size M&M's. It's just too much air. It's not going to work. So, we tried. Okay. I might have to bust this open now and have me one. Alright, anyway. And then real quick, I just want to show you the Wink of Stella. So whenever you have a Wink of Stella pen, if you get a brand new one, it's going to have, in between these two pieces, a black band. And so that black band, you're going to want to unscrew this off. And it's just like a ring. It just slides right off. You want to take that off and then you put your cap back on, and you want to give it a few really good shakes because your solution is in the barrel and you want to really get that mixed up. And then you're going to take your cap off, and you're going to be able to see the barrel on the sides of your Wink of Stella. I don't know if my camera's picking this up or not. It says push, and it says that on 2 different sides. And so what you do is you're going to take your fingers and squeeze. And again, I don't know if my camera's going to be able to pick this up, but I want you guys to watch this barrel right here. So you see it just filled in with some of that Wink of Stella solution. And so then you would be able to get some of that Wink of Stella out. I don't know if you can see the shimmer on there. And so that is when you get a brand new pen, or even if you're just not sure how to use it, that is what you do. And then after I use it, because the chip is kind of fine, I just take it and kind of swirl it to bring that chip back to the end of my chip there. Okay, Wink of Stella tip for you. Alright, so here is our project. And let me find my notes here with the completed. And so completed size is 4.5 by 4.5. And then, I was going to show you in the catalog where to get this silicone craft sheet. So let's look at that really quick, and then I think we can wrap this up. So it's going to be in the back with all of our tools and things like that. Alright, let me see here. Number 8, here it is, silicone craft sheet. So it is on page 162 in our annual catalog. So silicone craft sheet, and it's $6, and it's a 6 by 6. So it just says place under your project when applying any of our adhesives to keep work surface adhesive free. Also great for using with embossing paste. I did not realize that. So yeah, it's a great thing to have to add to your tool chest if you don't have one, or if you do a lot of gluing or things like that. Really, really great. Okay. Well, I hope you guys have fun putting together this project, and I'm curious to see what kind of treats you put in your Valentine treat, whether it's candy, cookies, you know, just a little gift of some kind. But the main thing is I wanted to show you, you can reuse your dimensional packaging instead of just throwing it away. It seems wasteful. It's like, there's got to be a way we can repurpose. Here you go. And it doesn't have to be for Valentine's. You can do it for anything. Okay. Well, thank you so much for crafting with me today. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you for the next project. I love you. I miss you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.